Hey there everyone, welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Fantasy Age from Green Road and Publishing. I am the Game Master Johananon.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box, and today I'm happy to reprise my role as Solwyn, the High Elf.
I'm A.D. Springer, also known as Corbinian, and I am reprising my role as the...
Hernas.
Thank you. Hernas, the Arquebusier. I remember he was an Arquebusier. I couldn't remember his name.
It happens, man. It happens.
Like that sometimes. My name, though, I'm pretty sure, is Aaron Bombier, or it's Aaron Dippity-Doo online. I am the game designer with Adventure Slang Productions, coming back as Valor Crissings, the Cleric of Washalia.
Howdy, y'all. Thomas Avenger down here in Houston, Texas, and I will be playing Captain Hector Adonis.
Bye, Thomas.
Wow. Short and sweet. Was he the last one? Now it's me?
And playing the really high elf, Keanu VC.
Alright, fuck off. My favorite thing about the Fantasy Age campaign is that it was a Fantasy Age campaign.
Okay.
That joke would have made more sense last week when I wanted to make it. This is a Harry Styles thing. When he said a movie, what makes a movie that movie so great is that it's like a movie.
That's a deep cut. It's a deep
Ooh,
cut.
It's not that deep.
Ooh, you need a shovel, man? You're just digging yourself in on this one.
You guys, it's weird that y'all don't get it. I'm the one that's right this time.
Okay.
Everyone else is wrong.
Okay.
This time, yes.
Hey, Thomas is like God. I thought he just had to sneeze or something. That's hilarious. There he is.
Sneezed out of existence.
This that alone was gone.
See, if I had magic, that I would do dumb shit like that all the time. I would sneeze, disappear, be a whole thing. I wouldn't do anything
Like
cool
you have
with
to.
it.
Oh, yeah, like be gone for a week.
Yeah, I would just do weird stuff, yeah.
people would think you had spontaneously combusted.
Yeah, like never-ending
Actually,
cards. You know?
Spontaneously combust in public and then like turn into ashes to fake your own deaths and then reappear the next week.
Yeah,
You're
that's, yeah.
in your
Never-
casket at the funeral with a sneeze again.
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm back.
Perfect. Yep.
Wait for them to be
You-
crying. Yeah.
You never want to come. You never
Sweet
want
spot.
to combust spontaneously. It's always a problem.
That's true.
That's what I hear.
That's true.
have,
Welcome back.
I have a real problem with that. Yeah. Hi, Thomas. Welcome back.
I know.
I actually don't have a problem with it. I'm really good at it.
Who's this guy? Laughing over. What's up, Chuckles?
The minute he shows up, you're like, oh, I have a problem with that. I'm like, whoa, I mean, come on.
Okay. But yeah, so we're playing Fantasy Age from Green Ronin Publishing. Hi, if you don't know about Fantasy Age, you should find out. But last time, you had happened upon the town of Cliffside Harbor. You witnessed it being under attack by the Inquisition. Well, I mean, they weren't really under attack; they were being inquisitized. But you
That's the word.
took exception with that. Blew up a ship, a giant ship, lots of amputees, big mess, and then you rescued the people that were being inquisitized. Is there a better word for that?
No.
Excellent. But yeah, the Inquisies then fled to your boat to escape their Inquisition.
There you go. That's how you use it.
I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, and then you guys escaped to a island nearby where the followers of Washalia are rumored to have a safe house. While there, you interrogated or yelled at a inquisitor until you got some information. But it seems that they were investigating a cult. That's why they were there. It's hard to tell with them what that means because they consider a lot of your religion's cults. But then someone was attacked by a member of a cult. And they fled through the bog at some point ahead of you. Presumably to escape back to their town. It seems that they were on board your ship to attempt to assassinate the Inquisitor, which you stopped. And that is where we pick up. You're in this small building hidden in a swampy little island in the bay. And yeah.
How far away? How long ago did the cultists escape? Can we still catch them? You think?
Possibly. They do have a head start. They did beat up. Well, they knocked one of the priestesses on the head and then fled.
Sick.
I could try to track them down and follow their trail. If they're in a hurry, they're not going to be too concerned with clearing their back end.
Clear your back.
We're doing nature lore there,
Think-
Keon.
I also did a roll in case, just in case,
Okay.
for the same track one. But he's probably gonna do better than mine.
I would imagine. It's not very high. But I didn't know you had nature lore focus. That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty wet here, right? Bogs are
Yeah,
pretty
it's
wet,
hard to
so-
track in the bog. Exactly right.
Does that nature lore end up giving us anything else just about the bogs as far as the lore of these
That's
bogs
fair.
goes?
I mean, so the bog, this island obviously been here a long time. It's not new. There are, I mean, while you're looking around, there are lots of trinkets and baubles in the mud. You might find like an iron penny or two, maybe a rusty sword. It makes you wonder what else could be down there for sure. It seems that this island kind of, things wash up here and they get stuck in the mud. But also, there's just a lot of cattails all throughout. Is that a colloquial term?
Never heard that.
You don't know what a cattail
Yeah.
is?
Yeah,
It's the
the swamp plant.
The forbidden
Looks
corn
like
dogs.
Looks like a
Free
wheat.
hot dogs that you should never eat.
Those are called cattails?
Yes.
yeah.
Why aren't you supposed to
Yeah.
eat those? I eat those all the
I
time.
taught my students how to draw those recently.
Oh.
They are called
Yeah?
cattails, just straight up, yeah.
Yeah, that's a vegan corn dog, and I chow down
Them.
on
Oh
those.
yeah, there you go.
Those things.
They need a lot of sauce.
Yeah, the forbidden corn
Yeah.
dog. Yeah.
You really got to roll those in that mustard ketchup mixture. You got to make that orange dip for it.
No,
Looks
please
like
do not do
chum.
this.
It's like chamoy.
And then it just fills your mouth.
Also, if anybody eats cattails because of me, don't. And I don't take responsibility.
Yeah,
Not
look
do
here,
that.
Tide Pod. That was a joke.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't take anything I say seriously.
Yeah.
really.
Don't smoke e-girl bathwater either.
Well,
But if
I
you
didn't say
Just
that.
say no.
If you eat foxtails, you become the Hokage.
Also
Slippery
true.
slope.
It's my ninja way. But yeah, so that's what you find. You find a little bit of nature lore. However, Herness, you are able to pick up the trail. You're obviously not able to find like footprints or whatnot, but you can see bent grass, the marks they're passing. It definitely seems like they headed back towards the ship.
They're heading for the ship, or trying to go a long way around to do it. I think that's likely their only way off this island, is my guess, because I imagine there's not a ton of settlements on this isle of yours.
There is nothing on this island.
That makes sense.
There might have used to be, but there's definitely not anymore. It
You
is
wanna,
flooded.
do a quick look through the mud to see if there's anything of value here.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Now that you mention it, I'll look around, I'll see a couple of coins, and then Solwood will have the thought, well, maybe there's something worthwhile, we're already here. And so I'll go looking about for something, maybe gold, like a gold cup, something of the sort. Perception, I have rolled an 11 altogether.
Yeah, you reach in, you filter some mud through your fingers, and you wind up with just a couple of bits of like metal, a few rocks. I mean, definitely signs that people have been here, discarded whatnots. Maybe like a bit of rope, nothing valuable.
Cool.
I go up to Belor and I say, "Oh look, that dandy elf's picking through all the shit."
It looks like there's wash up from a storm. All sorts of debris here. And someone's been here.
Yes.
That's unfortunate that it all gets washed up here, but I guess it has to go somewhere. I'm sure there's still a shard of Washalia's grace within it, though.
Yes, I suppose if all else fails, we could come back here and build ourselves a trash fortress and live amongst the refuse.
I don't think that's what my journey is about. But we should try to head the people off at the boat if we can before they get away.
Yes, I'll try to follow this trail to see if he tried to stop somewhere along the way to hide out before heading straight to the boat, or if he got stuck along the way. Bogs like this, it is easy to get yourself tripped up, because I imagine whoever this is isn't familiar with the land. So, if I run into you without running into them, I follow the trail all the way to you.
Give me a athletics if you got it. You have athletics.
Before you take off, do you mind if before you leave, do you mind if I leave you with a bit of magic enchantment to keep you safe?
Magic is always appreciated in the wild.
I was looking for a 13, I rolled a 14, and I cast Enchant Armor, which I think is the only spell that can stack, so I'll cast a second time. There we go. And I'll use all 9 of my stun points. Or magic points, I mean. Because it was 3 for each time, and I missed 1 cast.
How much armor does that boost me?
+2.
It's 2, so I'm at level 5 right now.
You'll have a bit of golden light shining off of your armor. It is now enchanted. Enchantment!
When the
Hey,
light
Chuck,
comes onto your armor, it starts to pour on from my hands in almost a divine light kind of way, and then solidifies on top of your armor. So it looks like you're actually wearing this armor that's inlaid with all these elven runes on top of it, and it looks like it's almost been smithed with elves.
Well, the hilarious thing is I'm wearing like light leathers, so it's like all this bright enchantment, and then the brown like armor. It kind of looks kind of dirty. Like I do clean it, but it's something I walk around in the wild with, so it's now looking a lot fancier than it ever has.
Gold vines then for your armor. It would look like gold, like trees and roots and vines all over your armor.
When an orc hunts you with Elven Blessing, beware.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
That would fall under strength or con?
Strength. I would allow either for this. Because, like, you're picking your legs up in the mud a lot.
Could I lean into stamina?
Yeah, stamina, if you have it, I would allow that. Okay, that's not bad. Let's see if you can catch this guy. Alright. So you head off on your way. What does the rest of you do?
Are we not just following him to go kill these guys? Or find these guys?
No.
We're going to head back to the boat, I think, and he's going to head along the path and meet us back there.
Okay, yeah. We go forward. We advance.
Excellent. So you head to the boat. Okay. That's all I needed to know. So, you guys do get there without incident. You get to the boat. What you find there is going to be dependent on what happens with Hernas. So, Hernas, you do see one of them. You see a cultist trudging in the mud. It's the big guy that tried to kill the Inquisitor. You see him up ahead. It's just you and him out there. He seems to be having a bit of trouble.
I am going to just shadow him, and I'll either my intention being I'll either capture him if he manages to get himself stuck. I'll rifle, you're done. The elements got you before I did. Or if he managed to get all the way up to the dock, I'm hoping to pincer him between the two groups.
He does not get stuck. You shadow him all the way to the group. So all of you at the boat. This guy doesn't make the best time. He's trying to stay hidden from you guys while getting to the boat. Eventually, you see him enter the lagoon where the boat is. And Hernas is hiding behind him. You guys might not see him, but you do see the cultist appear.
So I do see the group ahead of him.
Yeah.
Pack.
Okay.
I'm just blasting. I'm just gonna shoot.
As soon as you see the
Are
cultist,
we all on the boat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys are at the boat now.
We're gonna, and we know this dude's coming.
Yeah, and then as soon as you see him,
lay in wait.
Yeah.
We're just gonna lay in wait and hope after he gets shot now he's gonna swim right up to us.
Yeah, go ahead and shoot him.
And my dex of 2 higher than his dex?
For this guy, yeah, he has 1. Oh, cool. I accidentally minimized all of my windows.
Next.
Bang.
Chrome.
Yes. Ooh, okay, that hits. Yeah.
Nice.
And
Stun on him.
stun points wired. Load faster.
Oh, you did get stun points. Look at that.
Yeah, stunting on him.
For 4, you can Mighty Blow.
I'm going to rapid reload, pierce armor for 1 because I'm a rogue. Does he have any weapons in his hands?
No, he's not.
Oh wait, I
holding
can't
it.
do that with a shot anyway. I'm also going to knock him prone with the other 2.
Oh no. Okay, that's funny. So, yes. What's the damage on that?
plus an additional D6 because of. Let me double check that. No, let's try that again. An additional D6 because of pinpoint shot.
Oh, jeez.
Grand total of 21 damage.
With armor pierce 1?
It halves his armor.
Halves his
Holy
armor.
crap.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
That guy's might
You
be.
do not want to be hunted down by an orc with a rifle.
Hell no.
Let me check his health real quick. Oh, jeez. Okay. So he gets he gets shot. He goes down. He does not get back up. You don't see him resurface.
I stand up and start waving at you guys as I start trudging over to his body.
The water starts turning red.
Hell of a shot. Start. Go ahead.
I'm gonna yank his face out of the thing so he isn't just drowning in the. And then drag his body over to the a dry bit of land and see if he's breathing or if I blew out something vital.
Yeah, so you pull him out of the water, and you can just see inside his back. He's super dead, by 10, by 10 HP. He's way too dead. There's just a big his chest cavity's full of water because you made a hole in it, and yeah, that's why he didn't float because you punctured both his lungs.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yes, we're quite aware of that.
I can see that. Yeah.
It's why bodies float.
Right.
Just FYI, if you don't want to float, you have to pierce the lungs.
I was
Cement shoes.
I'm gonna fleece him to see if he has anything on his person.
Yeah. So you go through his pockets. He doesn't have a lot on him, but he does have the dagger that he tried to kill that guy with. There's not a lot to it. It's pretty plain, but it definitely seems... It's a little better than a regular dagger, for sure. It's very clean, very well maintained, very sharp.
Bedazzled.
Does it have a maker's mark on it?
Yeah, probably.
A particular blacksmith worked on it rather than just a dude smashing at iron.
Yes, it does have a maker's mark on it. It
Well,
is of good make.
Unless you're able to reach across the veil and speak with the dead, the only evidence I have left for you is this. I hold up the dagger. Someone of skill made this. Maybe they can tell us more about him. I'm actually quite surprised I hit him in the heart. Usually at that range, the ball wavers.
Not this wavered right
It's
into
not
his
waver.
heart. But yeah, so he's dead. You don't see any other cultists coming forward from this group.
There was no one else with him when I followed him through the muck. He wasn't. He didn't seem particularly trained in wilderness travel. He was just trudging along until I caught up to him.
Interesting.
I don't know what to do with one dead cultist.
Burn it. Sacrifice it to your appropriate god.
Sacrifice it to the sea god.
That's not a terrible idea.
Could just kind of leave him there.
Yes.
Let
I
they
look at the
take it.
dock. I look at his body.
It's good for the ecosystem.
He's biodegradable.
Well,
I
fish
might
is no
say-
strip. We'll just eat him up.
I'll move him off to the. I'll pick his body up, and I'll walk it off to the ocean to sacrifice it.
You're
Better man
offering.
than I.
You're gonna offer him to the ocean.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. You do so. How do you do so? Do you pray?
Yeah, I'll walk over to the end of the dock, and I'll bow my head and pray to the sea god, the particular one. Because I'm not praying to the name of one, because that's not what I'm about. This is good. Agonira.
You
I
pray
offer to Agonira, this body who died near your land, in your oceans.
prey to Agnira. You set the body afloat in the ocean, and it disappears beneath the waves.
Well, now that that's done, we need to also figure out what we're going to do with the Inquisitor. And we're still trying to go to Torrance, right? This is something of a side venture.
If there is any true cults within the city, within the town rather, then we might be able to backtrack where, if any, organization existed.
So I believe we had told the cultists we would go investigate. Not the cultist, the Inquisitor. We told the
Cultist still
Inquisitor
correct.
we're going to investigate the cultists back in that small town, or we can go to Torrance, I suppose, and see if there's any stink of cultists there and track that to see where it goes. But that may lead us quite astray.
Yes, I believe the plan was to try to get the Inquisitor on the side of the elves, if at all possible.
That's right.
If they recognize your faction as friendly to their cause, at least against the old ones,
Then they'll kill you last.
they become a problem for later. Yeah.
Let's go find that cult.
I don't think there is any cult. I think he's lying. But let's go see anyway. Who they
Oh, what about
cults?
who we just killed? If he wasn't in a cult.
He could be someone with a personal vendetta against the Inquisition. They've made plenty of enemies.
Just making sure, because that guy's very dead.
He is very dead. So
Cult
We
is
have, like,
generally more than one person.
Was he covered in like cult tattoos on the down low that we forgot to ask about? Does he have like chaos markings all over?
he
his
does have
arms and neck?
tattoos.
I joined this cult and I got was this stupid t-shirt.
He does have tattoos. At first glance, they look like fisherman tattoos. A lot of tatted up fishermen. Yeah.
We got that pirate lore. I know all about them tattoos. Got that my new bright turtle one. What's up? What are these tattoos telling me?
Yeah,
That
you
boss?
can roll a tattoo check there with your pirate lore.
Yeah. What is that under?
It would be intelligence, I think. That's where my Fey lore is at.
Yeah.
So it's that plus 2.
For a 14.
14's not terrible. Yeah, so you definitely see some weird patterns in his tattoo. It's all like there's like octopus tentacles and stuff, but they look kind of shaped in a funny way, but you can't tell what they're meant to depict.
This is a terrible tattoo.
Might just be a bad tattoo.
Well, I think our biggest lead is the dagger. What were you gonna say?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think our biggest lead is the dagger. And we're going to Torrance anyway. If that smith, the dagger looks like it's a good quality. The smith is probably, I'm sure there's somebody there who knows who smithed it.
I think that's a good idea. Let's go check and see if the cult is in this tiny town, and then we take the dagger to Torrance.
Let's do it.
Okay, so
And then we set sail.
all of you are on the boat. Are you leaving the Inquisitor here? Are you leaving all the people here? It's just you guys going.
Inquisitor's locked up with Belora's people, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
And
that
then-
was
yeah.
that was the plan.
Okay.
Did we
And all the
leave
people are
anybody
taken
to
care of.
watch him?
Just making sure.
You want to leave Steve there with him?
You can leave Steve there if you want to.
What do y'all think? You want Steve with us? I think he's more useful with us.
I think Steve.
Yeah, let's have it with us.
I think Steve kind of keeps stealing our thunder a little bit, honestly. Like, Do you guys not think we can do it without Steve?
I think just from like a meta
Steve?
standpoint, it's nice to have an NPC that can run a boat that you can trust not to steal your crap.
Yeah.
He's a good guard for the
Agree.
boat.
all right, Steve can come. I guess.
Steve the boat guy.
What
Or
about
stay.
Walter? Is he a good guard?
I don't
Who's
think-
there? Is that you, mother?
No, you're very old. That can't be your mom, Walter.
You don't know my life.
Porridge. I smell it like it's never smelled before.
Does it
Mother's
smell like it's
porridge.
burning? I think Walter's having a stroke.
Stroke. Oh
Yeah,
no, am I
let's
swimming
not
again?
leave-
All right.
Let's not leave him
Yeah,
to
Walter's
guard
gonna
the
be with
Inquisitor.
us.
Yeah, the
You
Washalia,
got guard Walter.
yeah, the Washalia priestesses
Come
can
on,
watch
Walter.
him if you want. And that's
This
fine.
isn't the Inquisitor. This is just one pumpkin.
All of you set sail. It's about another half day's journey to get back to where you were. At which point
I am curious.
it'll be.
Do you think that if you blow on
nightfall.
that horn as we roll in, more fog will appear?
I mean, it's worth a shot. Do you think we need more fog?
It's almost
Coming back
nightfall,
in.
so we could blow the horn and no one would see us coming.
They would hear us.
They will hear us, but if it brings in the fog, then there will be none. Perhaps we
Well-
should wait until nightfall and then test it out.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
We're gonna sail casually for a little bit as to not attract anyone. Put our little sides out, make us look like we're a fishing boat coming in at the end of the night. And then when the time is right, it's on the horn.
Get it ready.
The horn gets sounded. I mean, like, maybe there's fog. Like, is this? You're like, it doesn't seem as thick as last time. Huh.
Perhaps it was not the horn after all.
Huh.
Maybe it only works once a day.
It's interesting.
That is interesting.
A little bit of fog, maybe. Might just be ocean
I'll go
spray.
ahead and-
Hard to tell.
Cranberry Ocean Spray.
But yes,
Well,
so you set
We'll have
sail.
to trust.
Are you just gonna pull up to like regular styles or what?
I mean, they definitely saw all of us jump onto the boat and steal people and leave, so no. Oh, yeah.
I thought we were so far, like, pretty a ways away from Lawrence.
No, we pulled right all the way up to the dock and had everyone run away from them and jump onto the boat.
This is true.
Yeah.
So,
The only one they
no.
probably didn't get a terribly great look at is Lawrence.
Well, this is where we have Steve piloting the boat. We'll get on the longboat and go in under the shadow of dark, and Steve will continue going. And you don't, Harnas, you don't happen to have any sort of flares or way to shoot the bullet high and explode? Sort of a
not-
signal.
Not on me, no. If I wanted to signal just by sound, I would just flash the pan. That is to say, I wouldn't load it. I'd just fire it dry and have it pop with the gunpowder.
If it's a signal you're looking for, and I'll come up from under the deck with a mirror and a lit candle and flash it, this can be seen from maybe about 4 miles off or so.
Tens of
Fantastic.
feet.
Then we relay that to Steve. Let him know.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, don't forget I'm Steve Buscemi. Ha! It's me.
Oh, man, I forgot.
What about the giant horn we have? That's a good signal.
That's
And
good.
unique. Not
That's-
like no one else is running around with it.
Yes, but that's also a signal that will bring people on top of us.
Now you guys started
Do
a
like the
trend.
silent one.
You guys started a trend.
I agree.
Everyone's wearing horns now. No.
Are you horny, baby?
Oh, yeah.
All of you pull up on a longboat to Cliffside
Commercial.
after the fall of night. Most of the people are in their houses. You can see that. So, like, there's a lot of businesses on the ground floor. You know, there's shops. There's the tavern and the inn are on the first, like, on the dock. But then when you move up, you start getting into people's houses and that kind of thing, like in the cliff, holding on the cliffside. The inn seems to have been. It has the banner of the Inquisition, like over the sign It seems like maybe they're holed up in there. You see a couple guards standing outside of it. You don't. It's not. There's not a lot of ruckus going on right now. You see people like looking out their windows every now and again, but everyone's like inside. No one's outside.
Nikis, I think it's best to stay undetected for as long as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you like to go?
Probably head to wherever the look around for like a blacksmith or anything that looks like it match. Well, that might match the Maker's Mark emblem on like their sign or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I imagine, depending how big this place is, it might only have the one guy who does stuff, but it may have more if it's big.
I'll say without rolling, you can find the blacksmith. Yeah. It's on the first level, with all the other merchants and artisans.
Are there lights on?
There are not.
Hector, can you be
Not
on
in the
lookout for
forge
that-
area.
Those symbols you saw in the tattoo.
I will. I think perhaps I will head to the bar, try to get some information there.
Lawrence really has to pee, and he goes and does that, and then he comes back. If it's alright.
Happens to the best of us, man.
I'll get with Hanassa.
I'm gonna go pee too. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, you guys go to the blacksmith.
Me too.
Oh, you're also. Oh. Gross. Same. I just pee in jars. You alright, Gary?
Gross.
Alright, so. The blacksmith, yeah, the lights seem to be off. There is like a small light going in like the living portion of the blacksmith.
Is there like more than one? Is there like a door to the forge and then another one like up into where he lives?
The forge is like an open space.
Oh, okay.
There is a chain like going across. Like, hey, don't you do it. Don't come in here. But
I'll actually just go up to the front door, and I'll lightly tap on the door with my arquebus butt, and just like tonk tonk tonk.
you'll hear like movement, like sudden movement, jerky movement. You'll hear like a chair squeak across the floor, and then you'll see light come out of the window as someone like opens the blinds and then like closes them really quick. What do you want?
I would like a word with you. May I come in, please?
He'll like creak the door. It'll be halfway open. He is a very large man, human. Big forearms. He's like huge. He has like a big old belly. Real fat guy, but like ripped though. You know what I mean? And he's easily 6 foot, 6'2". But he's kind of crouching. Yeah, it's like Gary if Gary was jacked.
I am, but only from the waist down.
There you go.
Yeah, I have really strong feet muscles. Like a chimp. I can climb a tree without using my hands at all.
Shoes on.
All my muscles are in my butt cheeks. But yeah, so this large man is kind of like crouched, like low as he opens the door. Are you by yourself? He'll look. Who's with you?
Me, for sure.
He'll look at you.
I've got my hood up, so, at night, with the flickering of a torchlight, I might look human. Golden face, sort of orangey eyes. But, I don't know, flickering in the orangey light, I might look skin tone-ish.
He's going to stick his head out of the door, and he's going to look towards the inn, where the Inquisition's held up. He'll look at the guards down there, be like, not here, meet me out back, and he'll close the door. And then you'll see the candle get blown out on the inside of his house.
That's promising. And I'll just proceed around.
I'm gonna go around the house the other way just so it's 1 inch less suspicious.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, so there are no patrols going on right now. Whatever's going on with the Inquisition, they are battened down at the bar. You don't see any patrols. There's just the 2 guards out front and God knows how many inside. You go around back. So, I'll explain the area a little better now. So, it's like there's a long wharf. It has all these businesses on the side. There's like a small little back alley that's also above water, but just planked up, which is where you're meeting this guy. But now you're behind a bunch of businesses. It smells like discarded food and pee back here. But that might be like the tanners. The tanners might smell like pee. So, you go back there. He's waiting for you guys. Sort of like hidden behind a stack of crates. What can I do for you?
Did you make this dagger?
He'll take it from you. He'll look at it. Wow, it's pretty good work. These are not my marks, though.
Do you know whose marks they are?
He'll look at you. He's giving you an appraising look. Go ahead and give me a communication check. See how well this goes.
Actually, do you mind if I fire off a different communications check before this one to see if he already knows me? Contacts. Like, I happen to have already run into this guy.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Before, or we know the same people. Probably. Unless he's a wanderer.
He's not a wanderer. There was a chance you could have known him, but that's pretty low.
But the next check, I would like to give a +2 assist.
Boom.
A dear friend of mine owned this dagger. It's very important we find the creator.
That roll, get away with you.
Perfect. That's what we needed.
You know what? If you want those stunt points, yeah, you do know this guy. If you want to use those stunt points,
Sure.
I'll allow it. That's a really hot roll. Oh, I recognize you. He'll make a sign with his hand, which is like, he's not a thief, but he works with smuggled goods sometimes. It happens, supply chain issues, Suez Canal, blah blah blah. How have you been? Keeping your feet dry?
I've gotten it wet a couple times. Been traveling with some pirates, evading the Inquisition.
Yeah, they keep their feet
fool
wet.
Errand. But for once, I'm actually hunting down something else. I'm not hunting down a beast. I'm hunting down a possible cult to the old unspeakable ones.
You're not working with the Inquisition, are you?
I'm not wearing their colors, and I doubt they provide an orc like me with a rifle like this.
He'll take
Anything if they did.
He'll
They
take
give me a better
your snort of derision as confirmation that you are not, and he'll laugh as well. He'll be like, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I do know these makers' marks, but this work is far too good for him. These are the marks of my apprentice.
Where's your apprentice based out of?
He'll point at a house down the dock that's attached to maybe a bakery.
Your apprentice made this, and it's of this quality?
That's what I'm saying. It seems like too good a work for him, but those are his marks. Maybe he's been keeping the good stuff a secret from me.
I know the hour is truly late, but I could go for baked goods.
Can I drop your name by way of introduction?
Sure, of course. I was trying to think of something to give you, and that'll work. Yeah, he'll let you use his name.
Now,
Yeah.
I would keep your head away from these inquisitors as much as you have been. The one leading them seems to be on this hunt, and we're trying to see if it's actually a legitimate hunt or he's chasing phantoms. Difference between him swimming home and him being sailed home. If he's actually chasing actual threats, then it's a danger to everyone. In the dark or not.
Yeah, I'll keep my head down. If you need anything else, I'm around. Is that a name you're suggesting for me, Gary?
Yes, it is.
I do appreciate it.
No problem.
I've
You got
been.
any blast files lying around, by the way, since I'm here?
What are you asking for?
Blast files are like grenades that cause small explosions.
Give me a communication check. I'll see. I'll make that up to you.
He does, previously established by you, sometimes deal in illegal goods.
He does. Sorry, my friend. Fresh out.
Damn! Good try, though.
Pat him on the shoulder, and I'll be on my way.
You know what?
Hmm?
You know what?
What you gonna do about it?
I do have one left, actually. Now that I think about it, he goes and he fishes around in the back of it. He just opens the back door and he's like fishing around behind some barrels. He'll toss it to you.
Like, oop, shoot. I checked that it's actually a blast file he handed me and not just a flask of whiskey or something.
It is a blast vial. Yeah, you can have. Yeah, you can have a grenade.
with paper in it, just a flask. There you go, blast file. No, that's not the same thing.
I don't
I'll
mind
fish out.
introducing you to, so that's fun.
I'll fish out some silver to pay him. I fish out 3 silver and palm it to him.
Yeah, he'll take it. He'll bite down on one of them. But like, keep you.
I take that back. I hand him the beads.
You're gonna hand him beads. He'll refuse the beads.
I can't. I actually can't pay him for it. I thought I had silver.
He'll refuse the beads. Yeah, he just took the payment to be polite, but he'll be like, no, it's all right, on the house. No
I'll
problem.
get you something nice next time I'm hunting. I thought for some reason I had silver.
So that went well. What are the other 3 of you doing?
I'm doing what Hector usually does, going to the bar and listening to people and casting empathy and making psychic contact and getting information as I can from people that do not look like they are with the Inquisition.
And I'm with him on that.
So there is the main ale house and inn is occupied, but there is like a smaller one that the fishermen drink at, closer to the side of the dock that Corbinian and Gary are on. So there isn't a lot going on in there right now. It's pretty quiet. There might be a couple of people there though, in their cups.
Bartender's in there though, right?
There's a bartender in there, yeah. So you'll open the door.
I'll hold it open for Balor and let her go first. Ladies first. Also, she just makes a much better introduction than I do coming into a place.
True.
Yeah, no, that's probably a good call. You enter first floor, and you'll notice the bartender. It's a woman, and she had one hand on a loaded crossbow, but then she sees you, and she relaxes a little bit. Oh, greetings. Wasn't expecting strangers. She'll give you both a wary look. Come sit down. It's like a small, like a 4-stool building with like 2 booths.
Strangers are just friends who haven't met yet. Hector Adonis, at your service.
And Balor Cressings.
I have a thing now. I'm gonna use this thing. Here we go. Naomi.
What?
It's a pleasure. Yeah, she's like 30 years old, beautiful, dark-skinned woman, dressed pretty nicely. not fancy or anything, but she's just well kempt, not dirty, which is very strange for a fisherman's town. She seems to take good care of herself. And this establishment's pretty clean for like a dive bar that fishermen drink at. Well, what can I get you?
Pardon my forwardness,
No.
but this pub is very empty. For someone with your talents behind the bar, is there a reason for it this evening?
She'll look at you like, are you serious? Yeah, the Inquisition.
I saw them posted up at the other bar. Is no one trying to avoid them?
Everyone is trying to stay home tonight. I'm surprised to see anybody out at all.
We just rolled in, just a bit ago. Poor day fishing, most out.
She'll
coming
look
in.
out her window towards the docks. She'll like look around. And then
Don't bother.
she'll look
We saw
back at
the-
you.
Don't bother. We were passing by fishing earlier. We heard the explosion, saw a boat, saw Inquisition. We just continued fishing and kept our distance. Not knowing what was happening here, we left our crew piloting the boat while we came in on a longboat. No reason to be suspicious of everyone.
Not everyone.
We'll take 2 rums, by the way.
She'll pour them.
I don't even know if Belor likes rums. I'm just gonna offer.
Neither does Valor.
It is my favorite. Well, I don't know if this particular rum is my favorite, but
Smells quite a bit different than the wines I'm used to.
Yeah, she'll pour it. When she pours Belor, she'll pop you a wink and a smirk.
pop Belor wink at a smirk.
Hmm?
Okay. I'm going to be, I'm not just a horn dog. I'm going to play wingman, noticing that.
It is now that you will notice that you're not the only people in this bar. There is 2 men sitting kind of hunched in the one of those, what do you call it, cubbies where people sit. Booths.
I'm going
There you
to
go.
turn my back to the bartender and take my shot and get close to Belor, like, as to do a cheers, and be like, she's into you. Go get her. I'll keep an eye on these 2. And then, while they're having their conversation, I'm fucking right up in those dudes. Can I... How big of a threat do these guys look, Jahan?
Like, if you wanted to fight them?
No.
Just like, do they look
Magic-
immediately
magic-
dangerous?
Magic users?
They don't look dangerous at all. They look pretty normal. Kind of
They
dirty.
look like they got some magic.
Not in particular.
All right, I'm going to cast Psychic Contact. Let's see if I can get in the brains of one of these guys.
You'll notice they're playing some kind of game on the table.
Oh, what game? I would probably know those games, right?
Probably. I'll say they're just playing liar's dice.
Oh, I'm in.
That's an easy one.
Man, once I realize that's what they're doing, I'm like, you got this bit on.
Yeah, they'll start. I mean, they'll play with you. What is your goal with this?
Where
game?
is Lawrence? Because he would
Lawrence
play
could be
game.
anywhere.
I'm getting pissed drunk right behind you.
Okay, you're in the. Okay, yeah.
Lawrence, these 2 gentlemen are playing some liar's dice. Perhaps we should join them.
All right, mate. I'll give you those.
Yeah.
They'll look at the 2 of you. Like, yeah, pull up the other table.
What are you gentlemen drinking?
Is there any other drink? He'll cheers you. They're drinking rum too.
Yeah. 4, please, Naomi, when you get a moment.
Uh-huh. And she'll pour you some
Yeah.
rums. Don't go losing all your money now, boys.
Not planning on it.
She'll saunter back behind the bar. What are you doing? You playing liar's dice? Do you want to bet money? Are you trying to make money? Or are you just trying to get information?
I am attempting to keep those dudes from hearing whatever Belor is talking to Naomi about, and sort of keep them distracted, and then also give Belor the setup right here, because obviously she's interested, so she's going to have a good opportunity. That's what I'm trying to do.
It's pretty easy with these 2 guys. They get pretty rowdy pretty quick when you guys are playing liar's dice and drinking. Like, they have a good time, you know?
I'm going to prod them about the Inquisition, to take over, and maybe the cult, depending on how well the prodding goes.
Yeah, communication check, and then tell me what you say. That'll determine.
Okay.
It's not terrible.
11.
It's not the worst thing you could have rolled.
Just for starter conversation.
For starter conversation. Yeah. One girl gets cut up under the dock, and in comes the government.
What happened to the girl under the dock?
I don't know. She probably bumped into some barnacles or something. You know, what am I supposed to? I'm just a fisherman.
That's what I'm saying. It probably could have been crabs.
Here they come. Something about the moon being right. Blah, blah, blah. The signs are here of a witching. One of them will say, like, very suddenly, and kind of start to tell you a story about, witches. You know, they got 3 tits and make cream go bad, kind of thing. And he'll just get very colorful very quickly. And they'll start swapping, like, witch stories and, half-truths and whatnot. That's kind of how the conversation goes.
So this is a town that has a reputation for witches historically, then, but nothing that they could back it up. It's like,
I mean, there are stories. You know, most seafaring towns have a lot of superstition. So, there are stories, and, they attribute this and that. One time, there's a 2-headed fish born just last month, I swear. And it had 2 tails, too. It might have just been 2 fish. But I wouldn't take the chance.
So what is the Inquisition doing now holed up at the other pub?
Ever since that ship blew up, they've been licking their wounds. There was a bit of a minor uprising. The town kind of fought back. But, they don't really have anywhere to go anymore.
So get this straight. Now, they have all run and hidden like tiny little baby children in the other pub.
Ha, yeah. That's about the size of it.
How? This is only purely hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
How attached is the town to this pub?
I mean, it's pretty important.
I mean, if it's important, you could rebuild it.
I mean, it's also on the dock, Wait a second. Yeah, don't do that. They'll look at each other, but don't light it on fire.
1 too many rounds,
Everything's made of wood around here, friend.
Well, what do you gentlemen have in mind then? Just let them lick the wounds and wait for reinforcements, and then come back and kick shit this whole town?
The other won't speak up. I'm sure they'll be on their way soon. Ain't no reason for them to stick around now that the cult made off on that boat.
So I'm gonna pipe up, but in a whisper way. I thought we were trying to get the Inquisition to help us with the scary elf people. But I'm also down to burn down a building.
Do a shot.
What's the matter? You got a fish hook in your mouth? Ha ha! He'll say that to you because you're a fish person, and he just kind of noticed. You're looking a little blue in the gills, friend.
Hey, oi, mate. Do you like fish sticks?
Can't say that I know what that is.
Do you like fish stick?
Must be a gay fish. Is that where this is going?
What are you, some kind of gay fish?
How does me liking fish sticks equal? Yeah. All right.
Took a South Park writer with a fish stick. The Kanye lyric.
Fucking Kanye. It ain't easy being Yeezy. That's all I know. So, y'all are having this conversation here. Belore, not to force you into it, what are you doing? Totally in your court there.
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna try and get some information out of this bartender. I see the inn, so to speak, as well. And after Hector goes off and starts making a scene with the other guys, then I ask, so that Inquisition's in town. How long have they been in?
Yeah, they came in a few days ago. Been stirring up all kinds of trouble. Bad for business.
I can imagine. It looks like you run a nice place around here.
I try. It's just something I run at nights. During the day, I ply my trade.
Do you know what they're here for?
If you believe them, they're here for some kind of cult, but they're always hunting some kind of cult, aren't they?
They absolutely are. But what do you think? Do you think there was anything going on here before they arrived?
I mean, townsfolk talk, but who's to say what's really true? Old fish tales and whatnot.
Hey, I totally get it. I know what you mean. I feel like half the time I stop in one of these poor towns, all I hear are old fish tales and old whatever nonsense, and those Inquisition are always getting up about something, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
You
She'll
know,
pour you a drink.
And I'll sort of, I'll take it back and give her that nod, and then I just pause for a moment. Oh, I had a question and I forgot. Oh, yeah. So, recently, I actually had a friend of mine had his throat. So I don't mean to get too graphic, but he had his throat cut by somebody claiming to wanting to take his. It was kind of a crazy story, but basically, this guy wanted to take his blood for some sort of cult, some sort of happening, which to me feels unreal after all the other things going on. But have you heard of anything else like that happening around here? Any other sorts of accidents? And I've just been trying to figure out, like, what else is going on besides the hysteria of the Inquisition.
She'll tense up. You can see her physically tense when you say these things.
I'm sorry, I don't. Honestly, I'm really glad that you kept your doors open. I'm sure it's probably a little worrisome for you as well.
She'll take a shot of rum as well. Well, there was that girl they found under the docks.
Is it another fisherman's tale, or how does it go?
No, that one really happened. She'll take another shot of rum. It was my sister.
My goodness, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Well, it's not your fault, is it?
No, but it is still very much a tragedy. Was there anything about the situation that was unusual? Forgive me for asking.
She'll like trail off for a bit, and then she'll quickly say she was kind of pretty bad, and then she'll turn away for a bit.
Well, let's focus on something else. I appreciate it very much. Why don't you pour us back another round, and I'll tell you one of the old tales that I was recently told, actually, about some sort of sea goddess. Probably what those Inquisition are really looking for. I say, like, with a more sarcastic kind of intonation.
I mean, she'll listen and kind of like get pulled away from her grief a little bit.
Yeah, I basically just tell about our, I sort of summarize and pretty up a little bit our meeting the, what was her name, Agnira? I sort of tell like a stylized version of that as if it was a tale, and then lighten the mood a little bit.
I mean, she'll listen for sure. It does help. It definitely pulls her away from her sadness.
That's kind of where I leave it. I let that be the segue for returning the conversation to something more casual.
Give me a communication check. Let me see how this is going. Because you're doing a good job. This could go either way.
Can I use persuasion, or I guess I have performer? It almost applies as well.
Either one, you are
Exactly.
telling a story, so if you want to do perform, yeah, that's fine. 12's not terrible, but it doesn't give you too much unbidden knowledge.
That's fair.
Bonus for the rum.
That's fair.
Rum bonus.
The rum and the attraction, yeah. Yeah. But she'll
Can I
start talking about her
generalize
sister.
a little bit.
She'll talk about her sister.
Okay.
Her sister's name was Laura.
Her name was Laura Palmer.
Laura Palmer. And so this
Laura
woman's
Palmer.
name is Naomi Palmer. But she'll start telling you about her sister a bit. You know, she was a good kid. Always ate her vegetables, that kind of thing.
Sure.
It's not a sad conversation. Like, she stays upbeat about it. You know, she reminisces rather than mourns during this conversation. And she'll talk a bit more about if I could just find whoever did that to her. And then she'll trail off.
Well, you know, Naomi, you and I might have the same goal in that.
You
So,
You think there really is something to it?
well, with all this stuff going on with the Inquisition and the followers of the Bright Lord, I just feel like there's a lot more stuff happening behind the scenes as well. And I'm gonna lean a little bit further and kind of flash my cloak out and say, so you can see the regalia of Washalia. I'm Superman. No, but I pull it up and I say, I'm a cleric of Washalia, and there's never been a greater time for us than now. So I'm on the watch for these sorts of things.
She'll nod recognition, and she'll show you. She has a marking of Agnira, the ocean goddess. A lot of people in these coastal villages still keep to that god. So
Thanks.
these conversations are going pretty well. You guys are pumping these people for information. You're on the docks. The other two, you are just down the dock from them, unbeknownst to anyone, heading to the baker's shop.
I 100% would have let Hernas know where we were going, and with just the understanding that the big orc and the golden elf could.
Oh, they know where you are.
Bar.
You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't know where they are.
Just making sure.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, yeah. You guys even called it out before we split off.
Yeah.
We were like,
Yep.
hey, we're going this way. I'm like, cool. That makes sense. It's a good place as you to go. Any lights to this bakery / living place?
There is a light upstairs. Seems like a single candlelight. Somebody's in bed, maybe.
I'll flip my arquebus around and tap the door with my with the butt of my rifle. That's not rifle, but my arquebus.
You'll hear someone make a noise inside. You'll hear footsteps. And then you'll see someone lean out the window and look around. Hey. Fuck off. We're closed.
McKenna sent me.
McKenna sent you. That loudmouth son of a bitch. I only got day olds. He'll start walking down the stairs. He'll open it. Don't stand about. Come on. He'll get you in.
What age is this person? What's their general...
When you
look?
see them, they're gray-haired, potentially in their 50s. They have the horseshoe pattern baldness going on with just the white tufts on the side.
I believe we may be here to speak with your son.
Going down to the button chops.
Is your son the blacksmith's apprentice?
What's he done now? Sherwin! Get your ass down here, boy! Nothing. Where's that blasted child of mine? He'll go and like whip open a curtain that reveals like a cubby that someone's living in, and it's an empty bed. No one's there. Where's he gone off to? Probably taking the piss down in Naomi's. Blast that boy.
At the tavern?
It's the small little hovel down the way.
And I'm sorry, what did you say your boy's name was?
Sherwin.
Sherwin. Right. Thank you for pointing us the right direction. Trust me, he hasn't done anything stupid at this time. We just went to speak with him about this knife. It's a beautiful blade. And can you confirm this is his signature here?
I hold it up for him.
He'll look at the maker's mark. Hell if I know. I don't keep up with anything that boy does. He's the blacksmith's problem. Now he's going to hand you guys a bag of bread. And he's going to hold his hand out for money.
I hand him beads worth 15 copper.
I mean, they are worth something. It's not a bad trade for Ben.
Send him these beads.
I'll take your beads. He'll nod his approval. Like, they're day olds. He'll put them in his pocket. All right. Now,
how
piss
big
off.
is Hernos?
Hernos is, I don't know. Aren't you pretty slight?
I'm fairly slight. For an orc, I'm fairly slight. Like there are humans who are bulkier than I am.
How tall are you?
Probably 5'11", 5'10" at most.
Oh man, I picture you like this giant hulking
Yeah.
orc this whole time.
That's why he uses a rifle, not an axe. He's not a strong dude.
I'm like a tall, skinny string bean guy, 6'1" and like 185.
Like the elf's taller than I am.
This guy might have been taller before he shrunk. I'd be like, all right, don't let the door hit you in the ass. And he'll shoo you out of his bakery.
Thanks for the bread. Good night. And I walk out.
You'll hear him mutter something about what's so good about it, and he'll kick the door closed.
I'll actually split some of the bread and hand some of it to Solwyn, and I just start munching at it, just straight up, because I'm hungry and I haven't had bread in a while.
It's not the best, but it's not.
Old, but
it's day old. It's not maggoty or moldy
yet.
or anything. Yeah, it's all right.
No raisins.
He's just not an exceptional baker. It's not noteworthy in any way.
Is this what passes for bread here in your realm?
Well, that's what passes for bread here. It's
Yeah,
very
this is harder than a boot.
well. It's meant to keep. You're supposed to be walking around or sailing around for like a long time.
I feel like
It's
you
not
need a
that-
good dip. You need to dip it in something.
Soup, nice
Mm.
chowder maybe.
Well, that sounds pleasant. Now you're speaking my language. Are all fathers like that across all realms as well?
I don't know. He seemed rather soft-handed, but orcish ways are different than human ways.
Because he
Oh,
didn't
God.
seem particularly invested in the life of his child.
Well, he respects the power he has with him and the responsibility he has for his own life. Or
the
he
way I
doesn't give a
understood it.
damn. I'm not sure which.
You think I should just walk right in this tavern here?
Well, we're going to this Naomi's or whatever down this house.
Yeah, so it is a very small building, like 10
I'm
foot
like
by
almost
10 foot
imagining-
almost.
Yeah, it's like a bait shop / bar, right?
Yeah, it's like
not
it's
even
a shack.
really a bar.
Yeah, it's just a shack. There is a small area outside where, yeah, she probably sells bait or something like that during the day. She
Oh,
mentioned a day job.
Sorry, I got my wires crossed. So the bar is Naomi's.
Yes, the small bar is Naomi's, and then
Yeah,
the other
there's
bar.
one
Hovel? I thought you were saying that was like a house down the way, not the bar down the way. Localism, I got thrown. That's
Gotcha.
weird.
No problem. Yeah.
I would keep your hood pulled up, but we could just walk in. They're not going to mind our money if the lights are on. Besides, everyone else is there anyway.
You hear a bit of as you approach. You hear some rowdiness. You know, people. You can hear dice getting slammed on the table. People calling out, "Ah, you lying son of a bitch!" But like,
Like my fucking dick, you are the one who is lying. Give me my money.
ah, But yeah, you hear Adonis yelling about dice inside the building.
I'll walk in, but I'm gonna be. And I've kind of been doing this for the most part. Instead of having the rifle, the arquebus cannon, as it were, pointed upward, I'm having it pointed down a bit. So I'm basically walking with the butt forward, so I'm not actively looking around, looking like I'm ready to shoot somebody, in case someone knows what an arquebus is. That's just not friendly. Hey everybody, I'm just here to make friends. What the freaking,
It's open carry.
Green asshole with the stick in his hand, man. What do you call him, man? Call a guy is that? I don't understand what I'm looking at.
Lawrence is in his cups. The two of you walk in the building. Everyone kind of looks. You can see Belor sitting at the bar, talking to Naomi. I imagine there's flirting going on. At least one-sided flirting, just a little bit. And then the other four, two locals, and then your two compatriots you can tell they've been drinking, and they are getting a little louder, and they're playing dice at the table. There is a younger man sitting with them, and then there is a older, bearded, kind of grizzled sailor with like a scarred face.
These men said that there were witches here.
Yeah, they got 3 tits and they make cream go bad.
I heard ones with chicken feet houses or some such.
Do you have that here as well? A chicken foot house.
I'm gonna do a Fey lore check. Are there any witches in these parts?
Like, rumored to be around here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
Faye just screwing around.
They're quite.
Like, now that they mention it, have we been seeing some witch signs around here? Yes, and I did roll an 18, a big ol' 18.
Yeah, you rolled really high. So, witch signs, not so much. You haven't been seeing anything like that. But there are, pretty much every single town has a specific witch legend. This one's is a harpy that lives in the cliffs. Some sort of hag with wings like a bird. But they all have one, for sure. It doesn't... But this is the folklore that you're picking up, yeah. Doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Could be, though. There are also... this town... Man, you rolled really high. This town is a lot older than it looks. It's been around for a very long time. And it's been rebuilt as the tides rose.
You know, there might be witches around this place. Now that he mentions it, there may be a harpy that lives in the cliffs high amongst this place, with foul claws, who comes down at night to snatch children and sailors alone in the streets. So, don't drink too much. Always walk home with a friend.
Hernas smiles toothily as he seems to be excited by the prospect of hunting a harpy.
Have any of you ever seen a harpy? And not like harpies like you have, but like a harpy.
I suppose the young
Why?
boy, not the scarred-faced veteran, is the one we're here to speak with.
Yeah, I'm talking to the guys playing dice with us, asking if they have any harpy stories.
Harpy stories? Yeah, of course. I mean, every Tuesday you hear her screaming down from the top of the mountain.
Why didn't you lead with that?
But every Wednesday
You've been
she's
here
too
drinking
drunk.
rum for an hour.
He follows up with that second bit of knowledge.
Are you talking about your wife?
He'll laugh really, really hard at that. And he'll slap you on the back and be like, "What a bitch!" I don't know.
It sounds very healthy.
Seems on brand.
There's Sherwin here.
The culture in this town is riveting.
When you say, is there a Sherwood here? The
Yeah.
old man looks at the younger man. The younger man looks at you. Kind of like, who's asking?
I'm looking. Can someone give me a drink? This is very dry. Anyone. Water, I don't care.
Naomi
Yeah,
will
just-
give you a rum shot. She's pretty quick with it.
Drink and it. Oh, God. Because I was expecting water, not like heat and death in my throat. I take out the dagger, holding it like hilt up. Do you make this?
He'll look at it, and he'll look at you, and then he's going to flip the table and jump out the window.
I thought that might happen.
And well, I'm gonna chase the boy down.
All right, it's chasing. As he bolts out the window, and you begin to pursue. I think that's a good place to take our break.
Yeah, it is. Right on time, too.
Nice.
So thank you so much, everyone, for
Hour early.
watching. Oh no! Come back to watch Corbinian shoot a young man in the back for barely any reason.
Did you make this knife? You deserve to die. Hey, why are we chasing him again?
We'll be right back. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Fresh Out, the Box Plays Fantasy Age from Green Run Publishing. I am the Game Master, Johannanon.
I'm the co-host Casualty CDG Fresh Out the Box. You can follow us on Twitter. He's at RockFacts. I'm at Casualty CDG. We're playing games 3 days a week. We're making a podcast on a fourth day. That's Fresh Out the Podcast, but you're not here for that. You're here for Thursday. That's where we play an age game. We're playing Fantasy Age, and I'll be reprising my role as Solwyn, the High Elf.
I'm A.D. Springer, also known as Corbinian, and I'm reprising my role as Harnasa, the Orcish Arquebusier.
It's me, Aaron Bombier, also known as Aaron Dippity-Doo, coming back as Balor Cressings.
Hey y'all, Thomas Avenger down here in Houston, Texas, voice actor, painter, artist extraordinaire, at Thomas Avenger at everything, and I'll be reprising my role as Captain Hector Adonis.
Are you a fetus that doesn't want to be around anymore, but the government says you have to live? Try my new time travel abortion services, sponsored by Ashton Kutcher, Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah. Fresh out the box.
Fresh Out the Box! Yeah. So, welcome back. Fresh Out the Box. Where we last left off, Hernas is about to shoot a kid in the back. No, I'm just kidding.
I wasn't shooting him. With you.
So you confront Sherwin, the apparent crafter of this dagger found on the cultists, and he flips the table and bolts out of a window of this small establishment.
He's 11, your finger clicks on the trigger, the ammo is flying through the air at his back.
So Lawrence, with his drunk strength that he has, like really flexes down in a squat and like jumps out the window really hard to try and catch up to this guy as quick as possible.
You are out the window.
Yeah.
Long-legged Larry.
Long-legged, that's what they call me. This is, I guess, role-playing, right?
Yes.
Or maybe general exploration.
Oh, you meant stunts. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was with you.
Yeah, it's me and Corbin are on the same page.
Don't worry, Keon. Right here, baby.
I speak
Right
your
here.
lingo, dog.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna use. Oh, I only got 3 points, right? Damn, let's
Advantageous position can just zip you right up to the guy. But then again, if you're catching up to him, upper hand might not be a bad idea.
That makes me one. Can I just do the? What is it? The object of your attention, you receive a +1 bonus to further test and examine and perceive additional aspects of the object. I don't really need to use them. It's okay. I might just sit on those, or just say no to those points.
Okay. You don't have to, but okay.
Advantageous position three times.
Hey, you just get a
I'm
good
right
spot.
up on them. Yeah.
I mean, you can like head him off or something. We can say that's what you're trying to do. Yeah, you take the back path towards the alley. This guy's running. Hernas, what you doing?
I'm running after him. Although I'm not going for speed, I'm just going for stamina. So it's one of those. I'm just keeping a good fast pace, but a pace I can manage, so he can gas himself.
It's fun to like look up, arms out at Naomi, and Balor be like, "Are we chasing him?"
Get him. Let's get him.
So Hernas, buddy, your foot hooks in the window.
Oh boy.
Give me a. You're not holding your gun, are you?
Place plan.
Oh,
Are you holding your gun?
I'd be holding it, but I've been holding it, but up.
Give me a gunpowder check to not set off your rifle on accident.
I suppose accuracy where I fall under. I would presume.
Yeah, just whatever you normally use to shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good enough. You don't accidentally pull the trigger. It doesn't accidentally go off. The hammer's not cocked back. But you do eat shit and do not chase very well.
Before this cat gets too far away, may I try casting something on him?
Uh-huh.
I would like to try to cast Disorient.
Thought you might, yeah.
I've rolled a 15. I was looking for an 11 with 6 stunt points.
Send the companion.
It is in the companion. Also, I can control, boom, paste there so you can see the text.
Good. Target 10 yards. Makes a willpower. Okay, willpower self-discipline was what I needed to know.
Versus my spell power, which is a 13. I do have 6 stunt points I can probably use in some way to make that higher if I need to.
You're going to want to do that.
Okay.
Because as of right now, he is... Yeah.
Let's go look at the
powerful
magic.
casting, 1 to 3. So you can put up to 3 of those points to raise your spell power.
I would love to do that. Does that get me where I need to go?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's do that.
Then you have 3 left. You can do
And make it
lasting?
lasting on top of that.
Yeah.
He gets to make a save at the beginning of every turn, and it lasts until the end of the encounter anyways. So basically, as soon as he saves, it goes away, is my point.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. How much does it cost to twin it? Is that a 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
4.
All right, well,
Magic
we'll just...
shield, though.
Can I use the other ones to make it cheaper?
You could do that. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yes.
Yeah, save some points. Yep.
Save
Let's do
MP
that.
for the night. No.
So let's make it cost 0, right? I'll use 3 for that, and then
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
use the other 3. So good. That's what we'll do.
It was
Thanks,
free
everybody.
and it hit. Yeah, no, good.
That's awesome.
That's good. You'll watch him like he's running, and then he just takes a couple steps and like gets all goofy stepped, like the alcohol suddenly hit his system. And at this point, I feel like
I forgot to say my magic words. I'm cool. Remember, I have magic words I have to say. I point at him and I point my arm up, and this crystal in my gauntlet kind of flickers, and you guys see this almost arcane powder sort of come out, a mixture of powder and mist. And I say, Oliel Kalazim! And you see this sort of lash to him and tie him up around his legs. And then it sort of disappears, and maybe it starts to affect his mind too, as he trudges a little slower through the mud.
he starts trudging across the docks and like drunk stepping. Enough has happened to him at this point already to where he just runs right into Lawrence, who took the alleyway. Bonk, and he'll fall to the ground. He's not unconscious or anything, but you caught him. Enough things went right for you guys to catch him pretty quick there.
I get right in his fucking dumb face with all my many tongues and tentacles, and I try to scare the shit out of this dude.
I'll give you a little bonus because you're a horrific, one of a kind monster creature.
Yeah. I don't need the stun points. I just want to. Why'd you run, huh?
He's also very
Why'd you run,
disoriented.
buddy?
Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!
I'm slapping.
He
This
gives up.
-2 to all tests in the disorient, he might see like 2 Lawrence's way bigger and way meaner. Than
Yeah, I
they really are.
imagine it's like he's under
Yeah.
Scarecrow Venom kind of situation.
Yeah.
That's exactly my intention. As my character grows in power, it's going to be a little bit more mind-altering. But yeah, for right now, that's exactly it. Sort of almost like he's drunk. He knows he had too many drinks, but boy, does Lawrence seem scarier than he usually does.
This is pretty much at this point a layup. Everything went your way. You have him. He's scared. What you doing?
We should probably get him
Fast.
out of the street.
Why are we chasing this boy?
Explain when we're not in the open street.
Where you take him?
Under the dock.
Okay.
This worked. This was a good spot for us last time when nobody saw what we were up to.
Yeah, so you guys head in the back alleyway, and then there are spaces between that alley dock planks and like the cliff where you can get underneath the dock. There's even a ladder over there.
I'm gonna tell Naomi with a shot in hand before I go. I'll see you later. Wink. Go. Or throw the shot back. Go. And meet up with the rest of everybody
Steal a
taking
shot
down
glass.
the docks. It's mine.
She'll nod at you. Yeah. Good. What about you? The only person I don't know what you're doing, Hector.
Oh, I ran off after them. I'm with them now.
So everybody's together under the docks.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I don't want any trouble. I don't want any.
Sherwin, deep breaths. I talked to McKenna. I just want to ask you a question. Just calm down.
Do you want me to make you a dagger? Is that what this is about?
I want to know who you made this dagger for.
I'd have to look at it again.
I'm holding the dagger. I move it a little closer, but I'm very conscious that he might try to snatch it. Or
He just
something dumb.
smashes his face into it and die. No, I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah.
That'd be so awesome, but he's not gonna do that.
Golden rule.
He'll give it a good look. I gave that guy a name, didn't I? I tell you that guy's name was Once, wasn't that? And you guys
Something
hated
like
it,
that, yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Why was that?
Twice.
Once.
Yeah, I made
He's the guy who
that.
tried to kill the Inquisitor.
I made that dagger for Once. Yeah.
Are these daggers part of some sort of membership?
You are vexing my spirit, boy. We were having a lovely time with a beautiful host.
No, it's just I just I'm not supposed to use certain equipment in the forge. I made that for Once. Just he wanted a better dagger, in case there was trouble.
Go on.
I made him the dagger. That's it.
No, you know the deal. What type of trouble? Just spill it.
Like any kind of trouble, the girls go missing around here. They found her just over there. People started to worried about their own protection. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
What? Why'd you run? Huh? When you saw the knife?
Why? I didn't know what you wanted. It's weird when people come looking for you, especially with
Okay.
the Inquisition around.
I'm
look,
going
Inquisition.
I'm going to peer into your mind. If you do not be a little more forthcoming.
You're one of them. You're a witch. Nah, man. I don't play with that hocus pocus. You stay out of my mind. You
Hold
you
your
weirdo.
tongue. I cast Psychic Link.
Okay.
Psychic Contact.
Psychic a contact.
Got to make a willpower against my spell power.
What's your spell power?
I don't know.
It's probably around. If I had to guess, it'd be around 12 or 13.
How do I calculate that?
Oh.
It's empty.
Oh no. It's empty on your
I
sheet.
see the slot for it.
See the
I just
slot
didn't
for it.
Fill it in.
10 plus willpower, plus if you have an Arcana focus.
Which you do
I
not have
do.
Arcana focus for the mind, only for water, if I'm correct. So whatever your
that's right.
willpower is.
14.
Okay. So he's not gonna make that. Yeah, write that down.
Yeah, I filled it in. I'm sorry, everyone.
It happens, man. And this is Psychic Link, which is in the companion, right? Oh, you linked it.
Yes, it's in the companion, but yeah, I also copy and pasted the details, but the formatting came out a little ugly.
That's roll 20.
I was going to say, I'll blame that on Roll20. And if you don't want me to blame it on you, Roll20, then you should be our sponsor, and I won't blame crap on
Okay.
you.
So it looks like Psychic Link allows you to communicate telepathically, but they can choose to omit or lie.
Correct. And I'll know if they're lying. I won't know what the lie is, but I know that they are.
Will you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't see where it says that. Oh, maybe if they're unwilling, blah blah blah. Oh, okay, one sec. Doesn't say you necessarily know that they're lying, but yes, you can communicate in his brain.
Man, you're right. It doesn't say that. I swore it said that. Is that on the empathy one?
I think it might be empathy has something more to do with
Yes.
that.
Oh yeah,
You are
it's
thinking
empathy.
We can
I am
flip
thinking
what you
empathy.
cast. It's okay.
Yeah.
I can post the details of that one.
Yeah, post that one. Because that one, I do remember, it gives you like bonuses to understand what people are saying. Subject directly lies to you, although you do not detect. Oh, okay. Oh, you can physically sense his emotions. Okay, so he is afraid. You do sense that. You know his feelings and mood. You get a +2 to communication checks with him. Additionally, you know when the subject directly lies to you, although you do not detect
omits.
half-truths or lies of omission. Yeah. Okay.
So this will be like you guys have seen me do before. I'll grab his hands, and once they're clasped around that blue turtle tattoo that I got lights up, my eyes kind of gloss over like a foggy white. And then once I've got that connection with him, I'll tell y'all.
He is
What
pretty
questions do you
afraid,
have?
but he is underneath the, docks with strangers being threatened and magicked upon, so makes sense.
I understand your fear. I feel it.
You what?
Take a breath.
He starts panicking even more. You're like,
Take a
quit
breath.
feeling what I'm feeling.
Relax.
Stop
relax.
it.
We're
All
not
right.
gonna hurt you.
Go ahead and ask him your question.
I'd like to make a deal with you. You be honest with me, and we will rid this village of witches and never return. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, sure, whatever you want, man. Just, keep me out of it.
Tell me where they are.
Where who are? The witches?
Correct.
I don't know where the witches are.
Where do you think I should look? Who to ask? What happened with the girl, Naomi's sister, who was murdered under the dock?
I mean, she was cut up pretty bad.
By whom? No leads were ever taken on that? You just assumed witch and that was the end?
Well, a lot of people assumed that she just got bumped into a barnacled log by a wave or something. It got tore up, like she got, keyhauled by the docks.
So that sounds like something that would happen to her.
I mean, she was a pretty good swimmer, so it's kind of weird, but shit happens. He has not told you an outright lie yet of any kind. Not a direct lie.
Do you know who the Inquisition was locking up?
It seemed like they were locking up anybody, that looked at him funny.
Did you know any of them personally?
Well, of course, I live here. I know everybody.
Do you think they deserved to be locked up?
Oh, definitely not.
So, who are they searching for?
Well, they said they're searching for some kind of cult, but that's just how they operate, right?
If you're the one who lives here and has a connection to these people, that's why I'm asking you. Of course that's how they fucking operate. They're trash.
If there is a cult here, they're well hidden.
Nothing stands out to you at all.
Boy,
He'll
who
look
do
at
you
you.
pray to?
Pray? The ocean, the gods of the
That's right here.
water.
It's beginning to seem like we're holding a child captive under the dock, and he may be completely innocent and not know anything.
Yes, I've
That's
been
awesome.
saying for
Thinking
weeks
too.
that we may not be the best people around. Maybe I'm just
I
with
think-
the wrong group of adventurers.
Hector, he also
you're
lied
the
just
asshole.
now. Out. That was his first real lie.
What was it that he said?
Go ahead.
He's like, I pray to the ocean and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll let everyone know. That was a lie.
He'll look at you. He'll narrow his eyes at you a little bit.
So it just so happens that the person who witnessed the woman cut up under the dock, who knew how to swim, that this wouldn't happen to, is in possession of how to make knives for a cult member who tried to stab an inquisitor. That seems like a whole lot of happenstance for an innocent boy under a dock.
I told you I didn't kill her.
I didn't say that you did.
He's not lying.
Did once.
Do you know how to gain access to this ancient cult of nightmares?
Why would I know something like that?
That's not an answer.
It's not. It's not an answer.
Well,
Yeah.
here's what we're going to do. My friend Lawrence here, the one that terrifies you. Every time you do not answer a question directly, he'll break one of your fingers. We'll start there. So, let's start with answering that one.
The do I know how to gain access to the secret cult?
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't.
Not just the secret cult, but specifically the cult of underwater ancient nightmare creatures.
I don't know.
Yes or no will suffice.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't know anything.
Is he telling the truth or not?
No, he's lying.
No, yeah. I'll just nod at Lawrence. Lawrence knows the nod.
Yeah, I broke it. I'm gonna say.
So with an 11, you sprained his finger rather seriously.
No, does he know the difference? Because holy
Ah!
crap, that still hurts.
Hey, I answered directly. What do you want from me?
You lied.
You can't know that. He seems irritated.
Try it again, and we'll test another finger out.
I'm gonna look at Hernassa and be like, what if he doesn't really have magic and he doesn't really know if that man's telling the truth or not?
Yeah, that'd be so funny.
He's the drunk pirate.
This
I can always tell.
That kind of seems in line with something a pirate would do. Is
Trust
like,
me.
I have spells that tells me whether or not you're lying.
Really, it's just his
Snap.
hands shake when he doesn't drink enough. God, that'd be so funny. I almost want that to be true.
Welcome to the world beyond the summer light, elf.
Luckily, like, the tattoos on me are glowing and my eyes are, like, lit up white.
There are signs of
No, it's
magic. Yeah, it's yeah.
It's just cosmetic. It's you're just doing a magic of illusion.
Entrance.
I'm actually casting a spell. No, I'm not.
in the
I'm
dark
mistaken.
paint.
Maybe it's magic. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Just put
Absolutely.
contacts in.
LED contacts. Anyway.
But yeah, so your question to this
RGB.
guy, what's your next question? He is not very forthcoming. Anyone got a question for him?
Well, I mean, he's lying about not knowing how to get in, right?
He was lying.
Yep.
Yeah. Where?
Yeah, so
Where are they?
I don't think you understand, Sherwin, right? That my friends here are actual pirates who have done things that I honestly don't want them to talk to me about. And I really suggest that you be truthful with us, or, we're going to have to let Lawrence do what Lawrence does.
Give me a communication check, and you will get a bonus because of everything. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah, 14 plus 2 is going to be a 16. That's pretty damn good. Look, I can't tell you what you want to know. I can't. He is telling the truth about that.
Then who can?
If I tell you, they'll kill me.
If you cannot tell us, perhaps you can show us.
He'll look around. Yeah. I can show you.
Is he lying?
No. Not directly.
But will you show us?
Yeah, I'll show you. Still not
Is he
lying.
lying?
Still not lying. I'll let you know when he lies.
It's the best lead we have.
Yeah, come on. I'll take you there now. Man, you really sprained my finger, man. With the
Unfortunately,
I'll find it off.
I cannot say that this is the first time once I have done this.
I hand him the remnants of the half-eaten bit of loaf of bread that I was chewing on. I just hand it to him. I just hold it out to him.
To Sherwood?
Bread here being terrible. Yeah. Is it still terrible?
He'll take it. Is this my dad's day olds?
Yup. Take your mind off the finger. I'd chew slow if I were you.
He'll start chewing.
Yeah, your dad was a really nice guy, and when he gave us a tour, we actually know exactly where you live and where your mother lives and where you sleep and where your father sleeps. And, yeah, just remember.
Yeah, I'll show you. I said I'll show you.
That gives Lauren to look like, what the hell? And it just leaves it alone.
Do you allow him to lead the way? How are you going about this?
No. Gag this motherfucker and bind him, and we'll put a cloak over him so it looks like he's walking right there with us. He can walk the way.
Handcuff us. He has a cane and a top hat and parades us down the street.
There you go.
So I mean,
right.
if you cover his head and you gag him, he can't tell where he's going. Really.
No, I mean just hood on, so no one who recognizes him as him sees that it's him.
Gotcha.
He's still gonna be able to walk, but
excellent. Okay,
he's
that
not
works.
Hollering out for help to anybody.
That works. Every now and again he'll be like, but he'll lead you back topside, and he'll lead you just further down the dock away from the Inquisition. Just further down. The fuck, Gary?
What? I liked your maybe it's Maybelline joke.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I appreciate it.
I know his feelings and his mood. So
I mean, he gets more and more nervous.
He's gonna betray us.
He definitely gets more and more nervous, and there is anticipation.
Why so nervous?
He'll look at you and be like,
You seem to have gotten yourself in some sort of predicament.
Child, are you ensorcelled to silence? The spell cast upon you to not say stuff?
He'll say something. But his head moves up and down and side to side, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But he will lead you all the way to the end of the dock. There, the dock meets the cliff, and there is a path that is pretty much like impossible to see unless you're right on it. Very narrow, just a wedge between the rocks.
Do you still have an empathetic link with this man?
I can feel his feelings. If I need to, I can read his thoughts if he shares them.
Is there a dangerous harpy amongst these cliffs?
I'll pull his.
I saw your mouth move, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull
you
his
pull the
thing
gag.
down, now that we're not by where he can yell at the one place where all the inquisitors are.
Yeah, really.
If there is a harpy, not that I know of.
All right.
I mean, you hear stories. I'll be like, it's right through here. At least this is where it was supposed to be. Which is very cryptic, but he's telling the truth.
When was it supposed to be?
He'll look up at the sky. Tonight's probably as good a night as any.
I'm losing my patience with you.
It's right here.
Finish the thought. Tonight is as good a night as any as...
for it to go down.
You have Lawrence bite one of your fucking fingers off.
I mean, look, man, it's all they told me. It's about the moon, and, I'm not a wizard. I don't know, man.
So where are the fucking wizards?
A wizard?
Probably through there, I hope. I don't want to get my fingers bitten off.
I'm going to go ahead and push him ahead, then, through there.
He'll go through, and he's it's like shimmying, like very, very tight quarters in this rock face. And he starts going.
Could I roll perception to hear to listen for anyone like scurrying around or anyone trying to hide?
Yeah, sure.
Someone who may have noticed our approach.
All right. I'm going to let that ride for a bit, and I'll let you know if you hear anything.
Sure.
You guys, at a certain point, you do lose sight of him as he rounds a corner. But he is waiting for you when it widens up again. It seems that you're in some kind of a cave. It's very dark.
I load my pistol and arquebus.
If you need, I'm just going to let you know this. It's very narrow. You didn't have to roll anything, but if you need to leave in a hurry, it is not going to be an expeditious journey through that crack. I'm just letting you know. But yeah, as you enter, the water is up to your past your ankle. It's a little wet down here. It seems that you descended a little bit in that crevice.
I thought it may be an issue in here, Horens. In the event we need to leave quickly.
There are some options, Jahan, for minor arcana in the handbook on page 53, the second book.
Yeah, you can pop some of that.
Yeah, it's like arcane candle and things like that are basically just some low-level prestidigitation type stuff. The way the rules are set up is we can have them because we're wizards, or you can make it where it's a talent and we get 3. So those are the two options.
I think the 3 is better.
Okay, so that can be a talent we pick up later and pick up 3 cantrips?
You each just have 3, I think.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
I clean 1 cubic foot of my clothing. And I soil 1 cubic foot.
What you're looking for is now Mage's Cloak, not prestidigitation. And so that will keep you mostly clean unless we're somewhere where you're getting soaked or on fire or very cold. It'll protect you from light elements.
Neat.
But you can no longer soil people with it, which is
good. Yeah, I don't want people pooping other people's pants with magic.
Why not?
It's not what I'm here for.
That's how you get a king's attention.
This is Fantasy Age. It's not Beavis and Butthead do D&D. Although I would watch the fuck out of that.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you are in a cave. It's pitch black over here. Here. This is it. Anyone light anything? I see who's doing the light.
So I was reading the minor arcana.
Oh, you're reading the minor arcanas.
So we've got Arcane Candle probably going, and also I got that good Dark Vision, like a cool Dark Vision elf.
Yeah, a magical light will appear. Doesn't matter who cast it. I imagine one of you probably has it. And then boom, you guys can see it is a cave. There's lots of stalactites, stalagmites. And they're in the water off to the sides. The path goes through them. Every now and again, there's one going right through where you have to walk around it. And it's very tightly packed in here.
I look up and I check the roof.
Looking up.
See that? That's an old fantasy veteran trick right there, fellas.
Mm-hmm. Here comes a devil's ray. I forget what they're called. Those stupid ambushers.
Cave Leech.
Oh yeah, Cave Leech. Yeah, Deep Rock Galactic. That'd be fun. But there's nothing above you. The ceiling is pretty high, but not so far that you can't see it. But you'll continue down the path, and it'll eventually widen up into just kind of a cave tunnel. And you're still kind of going down. The water's getting a little higher. Still, it gets to about to your knees. You guys are kind of sludging a little bit, kind of making the water ripple a bit. And you will see something floating in the water below.
Okay, I'm going to take a closer look at what that something might be.
You pick it up. It seems to be a discarded piece of clothing, torn. But it looks familiar to you.
Familiar how?
You're looking at it, you're like, this looks like a piece of Naomi's shirt.
I'm going to say out loud that this strip of cloth right here. It seems to be the same pattern as what Naomi was wearing.
It is most certainly the same. You think she's unhealthy? She was deceptively good looking for a tavern of that size.
That's a good point.
Who knows?
This is why I aspire to Washalia.
But you will continue down this until it is about waist deep. You do something's moving in the water, for sure. You're not sure what, but you feel movement. Just around you. Nothing happens, but you feel something moving down there. You'll round another corner, and you'll see stairs coming out of the water a bit. And up ahead, there is a building. It is a building carved out of stone. It is carved out of black stone. Not obsidian, just black stone. And it has the iconography of the Cult of the Deep One. It seems like you have stumbled across some sort of ancient temple here in this cave. There it is.
Well, it's certainly magnificent for all its iconography and what have you.
Yeah, that's how they got me too.
It would seem the Inquisition was right. There is a cult of the deep working here.
What is it that you're up to that the Inquisition would come to stop?
Hey man, I just work here. Hey, he's telling the truth.
I believe this young man has helped us far enough.
So, shall we tie him up and leave him here until we are finished?
Oh, come on, man. Don't tie me up out here. What if the
The
water
alternative
goes up?
is we let you go and then you go tell your friends and we get ambushed. It's just not a good situation.
All my
for us.
friends are in there.
I cock the hammer back for
Is
my
he
pistol.
telling the truth?
He seems to be telling the truth, yes.
I cock the hammer back for my pistol, and I rest the pistol's opening against his head.
Oh man,
Hey,
you
whoa.
shouldn't have caught up that little girl.
I didn't cut up any little girl, he says, and he's telling the truth.
Do you know what that is, child?
Against my head?
No, on that wall.
Oh, what are you referring to?
To the Deep One symbols.
Kinda.
If you want to have safety near the water, pray to your ancestors, pray to Agnira, even that silly true one god or whatever nonsense they're spewing. Those will keep you, your father, and your village safe. That will eat everything and destroy everything you love. So, ask you very politely to never, ever pray to that again, or I'm gonna hunt you down and make a hole in your head
He'll
the size of this.
start nodding.
Is he lying?
No, he's not lying. The water gets a little warmer around you guys.
He peed his pants.
Yeah, he peed.
Good boy. I tap him on the shoulder and I put my pistol back where it is. I just start ignoring him and I start looking around to see if anyone else is here.
He starts trudging away as quickly as he can.
Well, so at this point we can just go guns blazing, as it were, right? It's just a cult.
You
Let's
can
just go
hear
kill them.
the sound of crescendoing chants booming
Yes, I
from
would say
inside
from
the temple.
here on we have full permission to exterminate anyone we come across. Any thoughts, anyone?
On the
Whatever
same
it takes to
page.
stop that chanting.
Well, Arnas, let's go shoot some people.
A grunt and a toothy grin. Like he seems actually quite pleased with this particular fight, and he's moving as fast as he can in water. It's kind of hard to hero run when you're doing this.
So you get to the steps and you get out of the water mostly. It's a little. You're not gonna have to fight in the water, fortunately. But you enter this building. It's not that big of a building. You enter, and there is kind of like a half wall going all the way around the center of this room with entryways at 4 different points. So like one here, one here, one here, one here, all diagonal from each other. And then there's like a bit of a half wall coming from the ceiling. There are pillars connecting them, pretty thin pillars. They're not the biggest. You're not sure if they're structural. There's 4 people standing around in the middle. And then there's 1 person standing in front of a raised dais with symbols on it. And there you see Naomi on the dais, apparently being offered up. And to explain how that happened, one of the people you see down there is the gnarled fisherman from the tavern.
His mother could be perfectly fine. Don't need to bring her in.
No, I meant the dog thing.
They have already done this to her sister once. Perhaps we should expeditiously interfere.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm jumping. I'm getting in this shit. I'm letting her nice shoot at somebody. I'm breaking the fuck up. I don't need a drop of blood to land on some sigil and we're fucked by some demon. Stopping this right now.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's roll some initiatives here.
Before we walk through the door, I cast Displacement on Lawrence. I rolled a 17. I was looking for an 11. Sorel Azir. Now you are sort of... You, from your perception, are standing right where you are. When everyone else looks at you, you're flickering around sort of within this 6-foot area. You're real hard to get. You're kind of nightmarish, like a
You're
strobe
so
light
fast.
is
Are you okay?
Did you cast that on? Oh, no.
Lawrence.
Oh, what are we rolling? Dexterity.
Not great.
Ooh, okay. So it looks like the highest I got there is 13. I see it.
Let's
think
just
Gary
throw some
technically
stunt
has
points on it.
15, right? The initiative thing?
No, the initiative thing's already there. Yeah, 13. That's the highest. And Kiana and I tied, but I have the higher bump.
Yeah, whoever has the higher
No.
bump goes first. So.
But Laura rolled a 14.
Oh.
Or did
I
you
did.
roll it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
What is your dexterity stat, Balor?
1.
Okay. And then it goes Gary, then Keon, right?
Yes, I believe that's correct.
And then it goes, ooh, Hernas. Ooh. Hector Adonis got an 11. Okay. And then Corbinian got an 8. Oh boy.
Likes to survey the land for a good while and get a shot.
It's fair. Sure. Alright, so you guys mostly go first, but the one in the middle of the dais rolled the highest initiative. She is going to make her move. As you burst in through the front door, she will look. No one stops chanting. They're all continuing to chant. She is going to... She's not going to kill her, but she is going to cut her. She slashes... She uses her whole turn to do it. She's going to slash Naomi across one of her arms, and she starts bleeding on the dais. Things start glowing. Smoke starts...
This is exactly what I wanted to fucking avoid.
Yeah. It gets colder in here noticeably. It gets a little dimmer, even though all the sigils light up. and you hear the sound of something whine from deep within your mind. As the ground starts to open at the dais. It begins to open. She is not this is an ongoing thing. So I'm going to let you guys know because these are kind of new things. There are area relevant stunts. The cultists can use them to make the summoning happen. And anyone who can cast magic can use stunt points to stop it. It will take several attempts of this to do it, but you have to figure out how. That's how this is going to work, though. So yeah, there are some mechanics I'm not fully explaining on purpose, but just so you know, there are things going on that you can question and blah blah blah. She cuts the. I need to roll initiative for this thing now. Okay. She cuts it. The ground opens up, and you see it's just a mouth, and like tentacles start to appear out of the earth.
All right.
Balor, it's your turn.
That's fun. So I'm gonna go make a beeline for Naomi. Can I get there in my movement this turn?
Mm-hmm. It's not a very big room. Yeah, you can get there if you hop the little wall. Yeah.
Yes, I do. Is she being held by the like her arm grip
She
or
is
something?
levitating.
Levitating. I'm gonna try and grab her out of the air.
You can do that.
Get her
Yeah.
down. Cool. Did you make a roll for that or anything?
Not if that's all you're doing. You just grab her.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just jump up and take her down, and then as we're coming down, I'm going to. Sorry, I'm just looking. Can I also throw a spell out, or would that be too much?
I'll allow it.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do Hero's Inspiration, or I'm gonna try for it anyway.
Yeah.
As I leap up, I don't get enough. As I leap up and grab her, I'm calling out within to Washalia to shield us in this moment. And give us the power to interrupt this.
As you do so, the woman casting the ritual will laugh. Your god has no power here. If you take
use your stunt point to increase it by 1 and land it.
Oh, shit. I can.
So stunt point, you have to succeed to get the stunt points.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh.
Unfortunate. But yeah, your god has no power here. If you take our vessel, we will take what blood we need from your hide. That's what she says. And then, Solwyn, it's your turn.
You're welcome to try, and I'll blast her with my arcane gauntlet.
Ooh!
I
Give her the
rolled a
sauce!
13 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and I'll do a d6 plus 2 damage. It's only going to be a big fat 3. It means I rolled a 1, which is pretty stellar.
The good thing
okay.
is she's a caster, so armor's probably nothing.
Right. Really, I'd like to remind Keon, you got them extra plus 2 defense and plus 5 against range attacks. So I feel like that's my contribution to this fight, is making you the whole boss.
Yeah, so you blast her. I mean, she'll take a step back. You definitely, did damage.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna all-out attack this bitch.
She's gonna catch these hands.
A +1 attack, a +1 damage, -1 defense.
Hit.
Hit. No stun points. Okay. Then
+1 damage. Right?
+1 from all-out attack, +1 from dual wielding.
Right. Excellent. Yeah, you cut her pretty good. You'll see her blood start sloshing on the ground.
That was easy.
And
Onto the sigil.
she'll grip it, and the sigil will start to burn brighter, and she'll laugh. But yeah, it was a fun little puzzle. I also have to keep track. I had to keep track of this third thing that I'm not talking about, but yeah. All right, Hector.
This bitch getting water whipped. I can hit him from pretty far out, so I'm not trying to get right up on him. 3 yards away, so I'm 9 feet from motherfuckers running by, just slapping him in the face. That's what's going down right here.
Who you targeting?
This bitch that's laughing as she's bleeding out. She's the one casting some shit. We're gonna get rid of her while her boys are singing.
Fair enough. Yeah, you hit her.
1d6 plus willpower for... Where's that dice roller? 5. Another 1 on the d6 for us. Hurrah.
The amateur curse. You'll draw another line of blood from, and it starts to come like forcibly out of her. It starts to get pulled into this portal. Okay. It is. Unfortunately, you were next, Corbinian, but then they summon this creature. So this creature is gonna go. Let's see, who's it gonna grab? It is going to levy an attack against... probably Lawrence, I guess. Lawrence is the closest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, it is. So you get hit for... before armor 11. So whatever your armor is, take that away.
7.
Okay. So you get hit by for 11. Now something happens. Oh. Oh no.
It's a tentacle, so does it grab him and give him a good squeeze?
No, so it lashes him across the face and then makes 2 more attacks. My bad.
Oh, but cool.
Yep. You don't come a lot of creatures in age that attack a lot, so...
Yeah, that's spooky when you see a creature that swings.
Does a
more once
14 hit you, Lawrence?
with the bonus and penalty.
Does the 14 hit me? What's the bonus
Defense?
from my plus?
No, it shouldn't
plus
hit
2,
him. Yeah, you get a +2 from me.
To his defense or his
my
armor?
defense is only
Oh, the displacement. Okay.
My defense is only is only 11, so that would be +2 minus 1, or +3 minus
12.
1.
Oh,
With 13, so not 14.
in that
Wow.
case,
Right?
I'm surprised.
you do get hit again. Take another 9, subtract your armor.
Fighters, they soak HP and have heavy armor.
And
They're
then
not dodgy like rogues.
the third tentacle is going to go ahead and lash at... we'll lash at Hector. Alright, Hector.
Running on my tiptoes, slapping my whip.
I'm pretty sure an 18 hits.
Oh shit!
So,
It's most
Barely.
you're only going to take 7. But
Only.
he did generate stunt points, and he's going to use his stunt tendril grab. So, you are grabbed. Yeah. You're grabbed. You can try to escape by making a might check on your turn, but he grabs you.
Can we just see like tentacles coming out of a portal, or is there like a creature?
So there are tentacles coming out of the portal, but like deep in the portal, you can see a fanged maw that is starting to get closer now since you're grabbed. Now it's your turn, Hernas.
Get her away from the pedestal and stop drawing blood. I aim at
Doesn't
the
matter.
mouth.
Shoot him in the fucking face. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like pack firing into the portal.
You're gonna fire into the portal. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Roll your attack.
Throw
7.
your fucking fire grenade in there and shoot it.
So
John
7.
Woo style.
The 7's really close to hit. but but it does not hit, unfortunately. Man, that's low.
Yep. It's just damp in here. It's probably more like a click, and I look at the flash pan and just curse because the powder got
Your
wet.
powder got wet, yeah.
Damn it.
Damn. I was hoping you were going to shoot it.
What was I?
The cult is going to start yelling. They'll be like, ah! And they're still chanting, but they have their daggers out, and they're going to start stabbing at people. It's stabbing time. Everyone's going to pick somebody. So, Belor, you're going to get stabbed by a cultist.
Just get stabbed.
Concert.
Unless you have...
Stab, stab.
Insane clown posse concert.
Is that a thing?
It's just getting stabbed from everywhere while
Just
everyone's
stabbed.
chanting along.
Oh, God.
Sounds right.
We juggalos, baby.
Take a sixer as you feel a razor-sharp dagger scratch your back, Belor.
Yikes.
Lawrence. Man. I know you have, like, really high stuff, but I rolled a 19. So,
Damage?
yeah. No, 19 to hit.
Yeah. So
Damage.
Dude, you haven't dropped a dagger? What the hell?
Damage is 8,
Four.
but they have a quality.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. That's not good.
Quality?
Yeah, 1 sec. Sorry. Let me...
You might not have enough to use it.
Yes, your armor is halved. They ignore half of your armor because they are trained with their daggers, so they have piercing attack. So, yeah. You take... How much do you take total? 6, huh?
Wait, I might have done. Yeah, wait. No, now I'm going back mentally. I was at 8, then I was supposed to subtract 4, but I'm really supposed to subtract
2.
6. So I'm at 20. So I'm at 22.
You're supposed to take 6 damage total, yeah. Okay, so that one stabs. Solon, you get stabbed. Everybody's getting stabbed. Solon, what's your defense?
I don't want to get stabbed. My defense is nothing because I wear nothing.
No, defense
my
is to
defense
hit.
is 12.
12, okay. That's hit.
Mine's 10.
Take 6. And then... I don't think anyone's going to stab you while you're being grabbed by that guy. This person is going to... They're going to focus on chanting. They're going to focus on chanting. Nothing comes from that. But, yes. Back to the top of the order. The leader's going to get her first actual turn here. She's going to cast some magics. What does she want to cast? Sorry, I got like 9 books open. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me. Oh, those are the new ones. Sorry, I'm just looking at what shadow spell I'm casting. Everybody keep your pants on. Yes. So, she is going to chant out some dark words. Some eldritch energy is going to play in her hand. She's going to... I think, Lawrence, you're the one that really, really hurt her. So, she's going to give you the biscuits here. Go ahead and make a willpower check.
Oh, cool.
You guys typing? Okay. Yes, so you do... All of a sudden, your head just gets wreathed in shadow. You are blind for a few rounds.
Oh.
For 2 rounds. So that just means you can't see.
What does that mean?
And you're going to get penalties to attack.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do I take damage?
No. You're just blind.
You're debuffed.
Yeah, you're debuffed. She debuffed you. She's going to take a step away from everybody. To try and, she's going to get behind that one cultist that didn't do anything. And then, Belor, your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of rotate Naomi around me so that I'm always between her and somebody else. as we kind of like move backwards a little bit. But as I kind of shift myself into position, I hand her like a poultice. Sorry, I'm trying to think of all the words. Hand her a poultice. Say, press this to your arm wherever she got cut.
She'll do it, and she'll tell. Let me down. I can walk. You need to fight. She'll step aside.
Perfect. That poultice, that whole bit is my minor heal action. I don't remember what it is for the roll.
For sake of ease, it was a superficial cut for ritual purposes, so we'll say you heal her.
Okay, cool. And then I won't worry about that. And then this cultist, I'm just gonna try and beat him with this mace.
Which one?
We're gonna go ahead.
The one that stabbed you?
The one that stabbed me. Yeah. We're just gonna come back right to him. That's a 9.
Damn. Y'all's luck is turning today. So just he's all just in a pile of robes. It's hard to tell where his body really is, and he's quicker than you thought he was. So you just kind of hit cloth.
Okay.
And he tosses his knife back and forth.
This guy. All right, that's my turn.
I'm going to do an action roll tumble over to Lawrence and put my hand on his shoulder and say, Lawrence, I know you've been blinded. It's me. I'll make sure you don't get hit. And I'm going to try to keep him sort of in between me and the bad guys and try to help action him. If it comes to it.
Fair enough.
Let's do a little Avir Enchantro. And while my hand is on him, I'll enchant his armor. Except I won't because I missed my roll. So there's that.
You suddenly feel how far away you are from your source of magic in this place.
Oh yeah, the darkness.
The Fae is not gathering strong here either. But that's okay. Everyone has been booned. Even though it's Wykeon, I'll allow it.
Hey!
I'll allow
There's
it.
nobody else in the chat.
Yeah, no one else. No one else.
Like...
Yeah, we got lurkers, but no one has blessed anyone, which is fine. Yeah, that's okay. But if you are watching, you can boon and doom people. Don't forget about the doom. But yeah, Gary, that was your turn. Kian, you are blind. You feel Solwyn's hand on you as he explains the situation.
Touch me, brother. Hey, point me at one of them. I'll stab him. I'll stab him real good. Point me at him. Where's the lady that I stabbed?
The lady's on the other side of the tentacle monster, hiding behind a cultist.
There's still this tentacle monster, huh?
Yes, very much so.
Probably the priority, right? I don't know, but if we kill all the casters, maybe the tentacle
Options.
monster.
There are options, yeah.
I'm gonna go finish off that lady that I stabbed.
Okay.
So
Give me a ooh.
Make
Okay.
that a 12, because I'm a choo-choo on the caboose.
And then -2 for being blind. So yeah, you'll push him in the right direction, and you'll stab like pretty close, surprisingly close for a blind guy.
wait, no, I'm gonna re-roll.
Oh, you're gonna re-roll with your boon.
Nice.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
So I changed one to a
Amazing.
6.
Perfect.
So you miss with your thrust, but then like you feel her like right there, and you stab under your arm, and you get her pretty good. Go ahead and give me that damage.
Yeah, girl. Get that damage. 7 plus 1. So 8 again. So she should be dead.
Yeah. So you you stick her just right in the heart, and she'll say, "Don't stop the ritual." As you see all the blood coming out of her just start to swirl around the maw of this creature, but she does die.
Ominous.
Oh yeah, and then you probably see again. You're no longer blind. Yeah. There's another cultist like right there in your face. We'll drop to Hector.
Peekaboo.
Hector, you just
Guess
got
I'll try-
stabbed.
I got stabbed
Yeah, you got stabbed like on your last turn or whatever.
while I was in the tentacle.
Oh no, you got tentacled. That's right.
It's like, all right, pinata man.
Hell yeah.
All right, how do I get out of this thing?
Pinata
Oh, right,
Man is
make a
one of
might
the
check.
worst superheroes because you have to
That's
beat the
strength.
shit out of
Yeah,
him
strength
until
might.
he dies and explodes, and then his power goes off.
How about a 15 with 6 fucking stunt points? I rip the tentacle off the beast.
It is an opposed
It's
test.
delicious.
It is an opposed test. You got a 15?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking barely. Fucking
count as-
barely.
does
But yes,
count
you
as
did
combat?
break out. Yeah, it counts as combat.
How about add lethal blow to that fucking escape? Put 2d6 on that tentacle.
Sure, go ahead and give me a 2d6 here.
Come on, Hector, you weak bitch. He is not strong.
Which was my nickname when I was on the football team.
That's not true. God damn it, 4.
And you are levying this attack specifically against the tentacle?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I think I could hit right there.
Absolutely. So you manage to cut this thing on your way out. It drops you. It lets out a hiss.
Then I'm going to expeditiously get out of the reach of those tentacles.
Yeah, you got to jump to the other side of the wall for that.
I don't know if I have enough action economy for that. If I don't, I'll do it next time.
No, you can.
Yep, try that.
So it is the creature's turn. Lawrence, get fucked. Nah, man, you know, I say get fucked, but I didn't mean it, but, like, ouch. So this thing grabs you.
Yep.
Take,
I don't even know why I give you a +2.
yeah, I rolled really high. So,
I'm gonna start giving this to other people.
I'm just rolling good, man. I'm sorry. Subtract
Cast
your
better spells,
armor
Keebler.
from 6. Or no, sorry, 10. So take 6. Yeah, there you go. That's what I was thinking. And you are now grabbed.
I'm also bleeding a lot.
You're hurt, you're grabbed. And it starts to pull you into his mouth. It's going to launch another attack at...
I am right there behind him this time.
That's fair. Go ahead and take... Yeah, you get hit by... Yeah, you definitely get hit by... Jesus, 12, 17, 18. You get hit. I just don't want you to think I'm not doing the math over here. Take 8.
I was with Keon there. I was like, 18 damage? Okay,
No, just
8
take 8.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the third tentacle is going to launch out and hit the cultist that's standing pretty close to you. Ooh, he also gets grabbed. Also
Nice.
gets grabbed.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option.
It's always an option. Where dark magic's involved.
Throw the cultists into the portal.
No, don't do that.
Hernas, it is your turn.
Minor, I draw one of my pistols, and I shoot into them all.
Okay.
Bang.
Guess what? That actually hits. Last time you got a 7, you needed an 8. I was
12.
I was pretty crushed for you.
Oh, is it Dex 1?
Dex is negative
0.
2.
Wow. I have an addition, 14 total.
Okay, 14 total. He does have, you'll notice he has some tough skin, but it does do a pretty good amount. Absolutely.
Back where you came from, Melnasto. Back where you came from.
The cultists are going to go. One of them is fighting Balor. Balor, get hit. I'm sorry. Jeez. I don't know why I roll so good. I got 2 4s and a 6.
That's why I made a ranged character for exactly this BS.
So he is going to.
I'm nervous.
He's gonna go ahead and give you a mighty blow there.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of underwhelming. Take 5.
Wow.
That's
Oh, God.
Yeah, 2d6 plus 2. Really did a lot there.
Gary?
Yeah, right.
Then there's the one that's going to try to free himself from the beast. It is an opposed check. He gets away. Okay. Good enough. Surprising given how strong the beast is. Lawrence, you're grabbed. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know why that would matter. And there's one more cultist. I'm trying to remember who he was fighting.
One was fighting me, but I dipped.
You did dip. That's true.
I
He'll
ran around the opposite side.
go for Lawrence. Yeah, Lawrence is... Well, no, he's going to focus on the ritual. Yeah. Good. One of them finally got stunt points. So,
No.
one of them is chanting, and as he's chanting, he finally is able to activate this area. The blood that's been pooling around, you notice it's been sitting there, but now it starts to go into the portal as the runes grow even brighter.
I told you we should have brought a shop vac.
You did say that.
I don't have prestidigitation. It's not a thing. I'm gonna clean that shit up already.
So as you notice these sigils, there are 6 sigils around a central sigil. All of them are different. And all of them are starting to glow more and more. Seems like maybe there's a sequence that they're lighting up in. But yes, it is... She's dead. It's Balor's turn.
Okay, so Naomi, is she making for the exit?
She's like hiding behind the wall, like watching.
Okay. She seems to be mostly out of danger.
She's mostly out of danger.
I mean, given the circumstance.
Given the circumstance. You're not sure how
Perfect.
long that creature can reach, though.
I'm going to throw one more out to Ashalia.
Pour one out for
Ashalia, yep. If you can hear me, I need you. So I'm looking up the spell. Which one? Where is it? Hero's Armor. I'm stressed. All right.
Yes.
14 to the 10. Perfect.
Excellent.
And holding the create some space from that cultist. Hold the chakram to my chest. Say that. Sort of whisper it out loud a little bit. Open my eyes with 5 armor.
You have 5 armor.
I have 5 armor.
Excellent.
As I'm slap that on myself.
Yeah, you feel Washalia wrap you in her grace. For sure. Hell yeah, that worked. I'm glad that worked for you. Gary.
I am going to try to use my turn to make the might check to pull Lawrence free from this creature.
Okay.
Free up his punches are better off.
Yes. So I rolled a 10 with 5 stunt points. So you're shaking your head like I did not beat this thing.
You have 5 stunt points.
17.
He has to hit though.
Yeah,
But I don't
to
get
hit,
the
to get
stunt points
stunt
unless I hit, right? And I think even if I re-rolled a 2, chances of me beating its strength are still pretty low.
You need to beat a 17.
Yes, I can't do that. So that's what I'm trying to do, is trying to pull. So on his turn, can I give him a +2?
I need to change my dice, man. I'm rolling 5s and 6. Yeah, you can still help him.
That's what I'll do.
We'll say this counts as you helping. You know? Speaking of the devil, Kian, Lawrence, it is your turn. You see your friend trying to help you out of the clutches of this tentacle.
And failing.
Right.
No, sorry. Sorry.
It is a contested roll. With
I mean, that doesn't get me out there either, huh?
with the +2, you beat it by 1.
Yeah, buddy.
You did not have it. The help action got you there.
Help
So-
action? What do you mean help action?
Gary helps you.
Solwyn.
It gave you plus
Pulling
2.
you
Oh, I
out of
forgot.
there.
Oh,
I gave you that plus
I
2,
see.
baby.
He gave you plus 2 and you
Got it,
needed it. So yeah, you're
Okay,
free
cool.
now.
Okay. Can I still attack this turn or no?
You absolutely can attack.
Well, then guess what I'm gonna do, dude? I'm
Run?
gonna get revenge for this
Are you
dude
gonna attack?
sticking its... I probably should run away, honestly. I'm like real close to death. But you know, somebody's gotta be the fighter. Somebody's gotta be the tanky tank. So I'm gonna stab this thing.
That's a hit. Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, okay.
Somebody's hitting the damn thing. I can't hit the broadside of a barn in this damn place.
You're rolling single digits. It's so weird. Yeah, 7 damage
Oh,
plus.
Well, my attack
2.
was all out. I didn't mention that. Yes, plus 2.
Hey, you pretty much always do it, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you hit him for a good 9. He takes away armor. Yeah. You cut him. You know, you cut one of his tentacles. Black ooze comes out of it.
So I slashed his fucking cackles with my long and shiny blade.
Slashes fucking cackles with my... Yep. Damn it. I would love to play with... Yeah. But anyways. Hector Adonis, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try something weird here, DM.
Okay.
As this blood is spooling and spinning in here and lighting this glyph up, I am going to cast Healing Waters and pull some of this ocean out and try to heal the blood, which generally makes it congeal and stop on a human. So I'm going to use this ocean-infused power and try to make it, since we're right here, this dark shit's right here in the middle of the ocean, I'm going to see if this does anything.
Blood bending.
I mean, if he rolls to cast it and he gets stunt points,
Something happens if he gets stun
Yeah.
points. Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my goodness.
two.
He got
So-
all the stump points.
So, there is a stunt available. As you summon your magic, you can feel the other magic in this area. You have unlocked the ability to use, because you're casting magic at the runes, you have unlocked the stunt, close the portal. You can expunge one of the 6 sigils for 3 stunt points.
And I do too.
You can.
Or is there only one lit up so far?
No, you can expunge, you can, like, lock them down.
So y'all see me do that. Grab this canteen I've got and splash water out, and as it's like making this arc over, it kind of glows blue with my tattoo and I slap it on the ground and fucking let out like a blah, and then 2 of them will fade out.
2 of them fade out.
Nice.
The creature lets out a roar as this happens. The cultists, the 3 remaining cultists, form up around the creature. And so it's going to be the 3 of them, the creature in the middle of the room, all of you standing in kind of a half circle around them. What's about to happen? If you want to find out, you're going to have to tune in next week.
You are a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Same time, same place. 8 o'clock Central Standard to 11. We play Fantasy Age here on Fresh Out the Box. I've been the Game Master, Johananon.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast. That's where we talk about movies, games, streaming shows, and things like that. Please tell your friends to follow Fresh Out the Box, Fresh Out the Podcast. We've been making games and stuff now, doing this for almost 2 years. We just found out the other day we've been almost 2 years.
I thought it's
at
barely
this.
been 1, but it's been almost 2.
Yeah, we've been hammering away at the anvil that is streaming content. We have hundreds of hours of video if you guys want to check that out. Thank you for your undying support. We're here every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8p until 11p Central Standard Time. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.
I've been AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can find me at ElectricMet CHSR on Twitter. You can also find me as Corbinian here on Twitch. My regular thing is on Saturdays around midday. I have a Star Trek Klingon game where I have terrible Klingons doing terrible things, generally to themselves and to everyone around them because they're dangerous. I also do random other streams, and if you want to know when those variety TTRPG video game streams happen, follow the Twitter.
It's been me, Aaron Bombier, also known as Aaron Dippity Doo on the interwebs and what have you. Still working on Neo Varden with Adventures Slang Productions, and pleased to say it's going rather well. Besides that, you can catch me here on the Wednesdays and Thursdays as well with these guys. Fresh
What
out
up,
the box.
y'all? Yeah, they're great. Also, I'm just kidding, Jahan. You're not a piece of shit. You're a good DM. You just get right there at the height.
Nah, it's okay. I'm a piece of shit. It's fine. I'm okay with it.
As always, thank y'all so much for coming in and spending some time with us on Thursday. We really appreciate it.
I've been Keon, and all that I'm gonna plug is if you really are like me and you're struggling with all the choices of video games you have to play, you should watch Girlfriend reviews on YouTube. They're pretty good.
Absolutely.
I'm not involved at all. They're just really good.
Not involved at all. He just really likes it. Thank you everyone for watching. We've been Fresh Out the Box. Stay fresh.